Storm crippled city. Over 200,000 residents were without power. The city of Tulsa was hit with a major thunderstorm, and wind gusts were up to 100 miles an hour. And crews had to work around the clock to restore power and do a dramatic turnaround. Which brings me to the subject of today's nugget, a great turnaround story. And I'll be right back with our coaching segment. A great turnaround story. My firstborn daughter Sandy and her husband Tim live in Tulsa. And recently they were in town visiting us. Oh, we had a fun time attending the Indian Wells Tennis Open and just hanging out together. While visiting with them, I was reminded of a time when Tim was facing a real negative financial situation and why he had to quickly create a great turnaround. Tim is a successful businessman. He played a key role in growing a software company, and under his direction, the business grew from startup to over 400 employees. And because of his success, a national corporation paid millions of dollars to purchase the business. Tim took a portion of his proceeds and made some investments, and then he founded a thriving executive coaching company. And in addition, he formed a religious nonprofit. Its purpose was sponsoring Bible based success seminars in foreign countries. And he decided to do his first international seminar in the capital city of Bolivia, Santa Cruz. Attendance was projected to be around 500 people. However, 10 days before the seminar date, Tim was informed that the local organizers had only sold 18 of the 500 tickets. Oh my goodness, this would result in a big financial shortfall. You know, at this point, many people would have just said, cancel the event. Oh, but not Tim. Instead, with fresh determination, he hopped on a flight and flew to Bolivia. And upon his arrival, he sprang into action. Tim met with the editors of the country's largest newspaper, and he negotiated free advertising in exchange for training of their staff. He also got the paper to do a feature story about the seminar. And then he reached out to several local businesses and created a group discount program for their employees. Well, I was the event's keynote speaker, and I arrived about a week before the event date. Tim rushed me to a television station where he'd arranged for me to appear on a national talk show, and I shared about the advantages of people attending the event. Well, on the morning of the seminar, I walked in and I was amazed to witness what had taken place. In just 10 days, the number of registered attendees had skyrocketed from 18 to over 600. Wow. This dramatic turnaround only happened because Tim would not accept the negative situation. See, he believes that great leaders do not focus on the height of the mountains. Instead, they focus on their ability to climb. In conclusion, maybe there's some area of your life where you're facing a negative situation. If so, I encourage you to do as Tim did. Roll up your sleeves and get into action. Who knows? Beyond that mountain you're facing, a great turnaround story is waiting to be created by you. God bless you. Go with increase.